Boko Haram.
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram abducted 276 Nigerian schoolgirls.
They are using RPG, they are using AK-47, they are using this anti-aircraft, they are foreign fighters.
If they catch somebody who is a teacher, civil servant, they will just cut the heads. They will slaughter the person.
They operate for almost good 5 hours here. They are more than 200.
I don't want to go back to that story again because the loss of my baby have made me something different. I have a scam on me that the wound have not even healed. And that scam, I think, till death. Maybe that scam will lead me to death, I don't know. The thing is that my life is with God. That's why I'm breathing with Him. If not, if from my own heart, I would have been dead by now.
That has been the reaction of a mother of an abducted Chibok schoolgirl living with the pain of not seeing her daughter for the past 10 years. Chibok, a town located in the northeastern part of Nigeria, has tragically gained global attention due to the horrifying events that unfolded there. One of the 27 local government areas in Nigeria's Borno state, Chibok, was once a relatively peaceful community, known for its agrarian economy. The tranquility of this rural town was shattered on the night of April 14, 2014, when hundreds of schoolgirls were abducted from their school. It was a night that began like any other until the sound of gunfire penetrated the quiet darkness and taken away the peace the town has been known for. That Monday, the 14th April 2014, the town of Chibok experienced a horrifying incident when Boko Haram fighters stormed Government Girls Secondary School in the town and left with 276 of the girls. Families were left devastated, wondering if they would ever see their daughters again.
It's never easy. It's never easy. 10 years is not 10 days, nor 10 weeks, nor 10 months. It's 10 solid years. It is only God. If not, I thought I would be one among the first parents that would give up. But by His grace in my life, I don't even know that I will even reach up to today, really. That's the truth. Because I have plans for my children. And I planned for her since the day I gave birth to her. I'm planning for her. But unfortunately, I didn't fulfill it for her.
What do we want? Action! Bring back! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! We want our girl! We want our girl! We want our girl!
They must rescue them!
Yes!
It is their responsibility!
Yes!
أيها المسلمون دمعكم في العيون.
Anguish and sorrow permeate their voices as they recall the moment when they realized their daughters were missing. The abduction has left a deep scar on the community and its education system. Fear and mistrust pervade the atmosphere, leading to extermination of boarding in the school.
Yaran da muka ji cewa an zo an ibi yaran a makaranta an gudu da su. Da zai yi ne kamar mu yi shooting kan mu sama mu faɗi kasa domin ko ranmu ya fita a take ba mu ji zafin ba. Mu dai gaskiya dukkanmu da wayanda nasu suka fita da wanda nasu bai fita ba dukkanmu muna fata akan cewa in zai yi gwamnati ya yi mana kokari ya fitar mana yaran nan ko suna da auren ko ba su da auren su zo dukansu, domin kuwa mun gaji da jira, mun gaji, mun yi ta kuka mun gaji, mun yi ta ihu mun gaji, har kukan ya ishe mu. Ni mutum kamar ni yanzu ko rasuwa ne aka yi ban na sake kuka, domin kukan ya ishe ni. Ido na ma ba zai kara fitar da hawaye ba, hawaye ba ya fita ido na gaji da kuka.
That unfaithful 14th April, we are at home really, we are fine. We didn't heard of any attack that is going to happen or anything really. Some people, they say they heard of it and they even took their girls from school. But for me, I didn't hear anything. Until around 9:30 to 10 in the night. Then my brother-in-law called me and said, some people in the village called that they saw Boko Haram coming, and they passed some villages and they know they are coming to Chibok. That was when I started calling my elder sister. Unfortunately, she didn't pick. The phone is not even with her. She even forgot the phone at home. So I called her. Before she now called me back, it was late already. So we have to leave for rescue in this mountain. So when we are there, we saw fire on the school. I was like my baby, because she did not do her JSS1 here. She did her JSS1 in Women Teachers College, Maiduguri, from JSS1 to SS2. So when she was supposed to be in SS3 to write her WAEC, that was when they kidnapped some children that are going to school from here to Maiduguri. So she was afraid of being kidnapped. That's when she left Maiduguri and came back to Chibok. When we saw that fire, really, all my mind was just in that school. So I would try to call, no rescue from anywhere. We just saw fire on the school. So that fire told me in my mind that the girls, no shout, nothing. Just quiet like that. So when daybreak now, everybody just run down to the school. But that was the only school we are benefiting from. After we went there now, the girls are nowhere to be found. It was like, it was not true, but it's real. They say some girls are coming. We try to, at least some youths and parents of the girls follow their footsteps. So those that jump out of the truck, they pick them home. But for mine, up to today, I've not even had anything about it.
After listening to the call of Dorcas Yakubu, we demand an immediate, transparent action and results-oriented response plan by the government.
The government has let us down. There's nothing like the government did not help us. This is sincerely speaking.
Available data shows that 48 of the parents have passed away. The primary cause of their deaths is reported to be a medical emergency called stroke, which is directly connected to excessive mental pressure.
Na ji zafi sosai. Muna nan muna fama kafin Allah ya zo ya taimake mu. To har yanzu kuma muna cikin damuwa. Domin saura ba su fita ba. To yana sa mu damuwa har yanzu. Muna so duka mu yi murna tare. Ku yi ma wana gwamnati su taimake mu su fitar mana da sauran da suka rage. Muna kuka domin waɗannan 'yan mata wanda ba su fita ba. Yanzu namu akwai nasu bai fita ba, ba mu ji daɗi ba baba. Yana sa mu hawaye, mun ga iyaye din. Yana sa mu tunani har hawaye yana fita mana wani lokaci. To muna kuka, muna roko, kunda kuka san kome ku taimake mu. A fitar mana da sauran da suka rage.
abduction of the Chibok schoolgirls exposed the complexities of Nigeria's political landscape and the challenges posed by extremist groups like Boko Haram.
The fundamental problem started from day one, when the government of the day refused to recognize that there was a big problem at hand, and they delayed for almost 2 weeks before it took action. That actually created a very dangerous precedent and created opportunity for the terrorists to actually keep on moving the abducted Chibok girls from one place to another and making it difficult for the government to rescue them. Although some of them were able to escape, and 1 or 2 later escaped, we must commend the Nigerian security forces for being ingenious in terms of getting some of them back. But still, despite their best effort, we still have a large number in captivity. Even if it is just one person, I think it is unacceptable. The government should leverage on its resources, its intelligence resources, and ensure that they recover the remaining ones and bring them back, and then reunite them with their family after processing them and getting them psychological support. If they don't do that, this issue will continue to haunt the government.
These days, the issue of kidnapping has become a serious issue, has become an issue that were ravaging every community. I think government needs to re-strategize itself. We are in the era of technology. There are a lot of things that technology can do. The issue of using drones, the issue of using the telephone system where people demanded for ransom, all these are available issues for the government to use in order to curtail these rampant cases of kidnappings across the state. So we are calling on government to use technology into it. Secondly, we are also calling on government to take into confidence the community leaders, the people in the community, to share information with them, to allow them to be part of internal security operatives in every community, so that they can be able to give useful information. These people are not angels, they are not shaitans that come from nowhere. They are within a community, and there is no bush around Nigeria that has not been inhabited by people. So therefore, bringing in people, taking people into confidence, this will actually help in curbing the menace of kidnapping in the country.
The outrage that thrilled the imagination of how over 270 schoolgirls were forcefully taken from their school by terrorists without any resistance by the state actors cut across the length and breadth of the earth. The condemnation was worsened by government's inaction for 2 weeks, while the federal and the Borno state government exchanged blames and accusations. The girls were taken far into the forest and beyond the familiar ambience of where they called home.
Like millions of people across the globe, my husband and I are outraged and heartbroken over the kidnapping of more than 200 Nigerian girls from their school dormitory in the middle of the night. In these girls, Barack and I see our own daughters. We see their hopes and their dreams. And we can only imagine the anguish their parents are feeling right now. Many of them may have been hesitant to send their daughters off to school, fearing that harm might come their way. But they took that risk because they believed in their daughter's promise and wanted to give them every opportunity to succeed.
What are we demanding?
Bring back our girls now and alive.
The hashtag Bring Back Our Girls campaign gained momentum, drawing attention to the plight of the abducted girls and mounted pressure on both Nigerian authorities and the international community to take decisive action.
These girls embody the best hope for the future of our world, and we are committed to standing up for them not just in times of tragedy or crisis, but for the long haul. We are committed to giving them the opportunities they deserve to fulfill every last bit of their God-given potential. So today, let us all pray for their safe return. Let us hold their families in our hearts during this very difficult time. And let us show just a fraction of their courage in fighting to give every girl on this planet the education that is her birthright.
If people are being employed, it will go a long way. Secondly, security measures should be employed or deployed in most of these schools we have in Nigeria. Serious school, maybe if there will be even community policing, it will also go a long way in solving the issue of abduction.
10 years down the line, the chorus of "Bring Back Our Girls" has faded into a mere hush at very insignificant decibel. Those who led the front line of the campaign have found new callings, and those who utilized the situation as a veritable tool for political gain now occupy the seat of power. Lest we forget that dozens of the missing girls are yet to return despite all the promises over the decade.
Wahalan da muka sha, yau ba mu manta ba ruwan sha. Ma ruwan sha ba abinci. Doyan jeji ne ma muna ci da su miya haka muna sha. Da su iri idan an kawo wannan su dawa haka wannan ma sai mu raba hannu sai mu gasa sai mu ci. Da na gan su kanne na gan su iyaye na. Ina murnan da na zo na gan su da rai. Ni ina so in samu abun yi tunda mai gidana baya aiki wannan in samu abun yi in zo in tallafa ma yara na in gama musu makaranta.
Always her memory is with me. I can't stay without my daughter. As my daughter is outside in that bush, it is preferable they kill her and I bury her myself. I will have forgotten about all this. Allahu Akbar!
The Nigerian government continues to face significant challenges in their rescue operation. One of such primary challenges includes, but not limited to, the death of the longest leader of the terrorist group, Abubakar Shekau, which raises concern over the exact location of the girls.
We shall not rest on our oars until the last of our innocent girls are back home with their families. On this auspicious occasion of the 10th anniversary of the abduction of Chibok girls, the Modern State government identifies with all those who are affected by the abduction. The government wishes to inform the public that we will continue to identify and commiserate with the parents and relatives of the Chibok girls who are still in captivity, while we work assiduously on the rehabilitation of those who have been rescued.
They stay in our custody, but sometimes what they do with their families, honestly, is beyond our own purview. But their parents have access to them. Their families, about 3 or 4 families came to spend Salah with them in their quarters. So their marriage is their own. Government does not get involved in their marriage activities because they are adults and their parents have access to them. But you hear all kinds of stories that we are marrying them off to their former. Most of their husbands did not even come out. I think only 2.
Within these 10 years, more than 1,600 students have been abducted from their school in different states. Some rescued, others still in captivity, among who Leah Sharibu is a sad reminder.
I think there was an initiative headed by Gordon Brown, former British Prime Minister, about Safe Schools project. I don't know what is happening to the Safe Schools project, but our schools need to be safe. But the fundamental thing is that people in communities must be vigilant and be the ones to take security of their community seriously and try to safeguard themselves. If that is happening, the schools that are within communities can also be protected. But when we rely on just the security agencies and say they are the only ones who have the responsibility for doing that, I think it is wrong.
A recent report by the Safe School Initiative indicates that over 60,000 schools in Nigeria are vulnerable to attacks, putting the safety of students and teachers at risk. The situation has not only worsened the out-of-school children's statistics of the country, but may have also advanced the Boko Haram insurgents' belief that Western education should be forbidden. The vulnerability of schools in Nigeria to attacks has also questioned the implementation of the federal government's Safe School Initiative since it was established and ratified by President Muhammadu Buhari in 2019. Meanwhile, despite the passage of time, the pain of those dark days remains obvious in Chibok and beyond. Families of the abducted girls yet to return hold on to the slim hope that someday their missing child will be freed from the grips of her captors.